I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? La 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 la. I awake, am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. I'm so glad you're with me. I'm Rabbi Donni. And for the next 25, 30 minutes, we're going to celebrate Shabbat together. The first song I sang, Am I Awake, Am I Prepared? Hopefully the answer to that question is yes, I'm awake, I'm prepared. And you're ready to do some prayers together with me and some singing with me. So we're going to start with Modeh Ani, the prayer that says, I'm so glad that I'm able to wake up this morning. And the way I look at it is that I'm glad I wake up this morning and to enable me to make this world a better place. Be kind, reach out, share, call loved ones, especially in this time of isolation, calling people, volunteering our time, whatever it might be. Modeh Ani. Modeh Ani Prayer for our soul, Elohai Neshama. Elohai Neshama, Shenatata bi, Elohai Neshama, Shenatata bi, Tehorani, Tehorani. Elohai Neshama, Shenatata bi, Elohai Neshama, Shenatata bi, Tehorani, Tehorani. You created me, you shaped me, you beat me into life. You created me, you shaped me, you beat me into life. Elohai Neshama, Shenatata bi, Elohai Neshama, Shenatata bi, Tehorani, Tehorani. We continue with Matovu. Matovu. Matovu, bless us this morning. Oh, Hanecha, let us enter Yahovah heritage. Mishkinotecha, we are searching, will you show us Israel? We are Israel. Want to sing your praises in your holy, holy spaces. Matovu, bless the morning. Matovu, Matovu, Alai, Zara Mishkinotai, Rivka, Raphael, Peleah. Born to sing your praises in your holy, holy spaces. Matovu, bless the morning. Matovu. We're going to continue with Birkot HaShachar, our daily blessings. We're going to do the first part of it, you'll see in Hebrew, and then the ending part we're going to do in English, so we can really understand what we're saying on a daily basis, or here on a weekly basis. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who enables the bird to distinguish day and night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me in the divine image. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me free. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives sight to the blind. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes the naked. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who releases the bound. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who straightens those who are bent. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches out the earth over the waters. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who steadies our steps. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has provided for all my needs. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens the people Israel with courage. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns the people Israel with glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who moves sleep from my eyes and slumber from my eyelids. Amen. I'm going to continue with Ashrei. Ashrei literally means happy. So happy are we for all the blessings that we have in life. Ashrei, Ashrei b'techa, Ashrei happy are those who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever. Ashrei, Ashrei b'techa, otecha lenucha se'alai. Ashrei, Ashrei b'techa, otecha lenucha se'alai. Ashrei, 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 Ashrei b'techa. Ashrei, 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 Ashrei b'techa. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your your house, they will sing your praises forever. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yehalalucha selah. Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am sh'Adonai Elohav, Tehillah leDavid, Aramimcha Elohai hamelech, Va'arvacha shimcha le'olam va'ed, Bechol yom avarchecha, Va'ala shimcha le'olam va'ed, Gadol Adonai hu la'meod, V'lik gdulato ein cheker, Dor ledor yishavach mahasecha, ugvurotecha yagidu, hadar kivod hodecha, v'divrei niflotecha asicha, ve'ezuz norotecha yomeru, ugdulatecha asaprena, zecher rab tuvcha yapihu, v'tzikatecha yiranenu, chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apayim ukdaf ased, Tov Adonai lakol, v'rachamav al kol mahasav. Yoducha Adonai kol mahasecha, v'chasitecha yivarchucha. Kevod malchutecha yomeru, ugvuratecha yidaberu. Lehodia lifnei ha'adam gevurotav, uchvod hadar malchuto. Malchutecha malchut kol olamim. Umemshaltecha bechol dor hador, somech Adonai lechol hanuflim, v'zokef lechol hakifufim. Einei kol elecha yisaberu, ve'ata noten lahem et ochlam ba'ito. Poteach et yadecha, umaspia lechol chai ratzon. Tzadik Adonai bechol derachav, v'chasid bechol ma'asav. Karov Adonai l'chol korav, l'chol asher yikra'uhu behemet, ritzon yireav yahaseh, ve'et shavatam yishma v'yoshiyeh, shomer Adonai et kol ohavav, ve'et kol hashahim yashmid, Tehillat Adonai yidaber pihi, vivarek kol basar shem kodsho le'olam va'ed, va'anachnu nevarech Yetavi Adolam, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 As we get ready to sing the Shema and V'ahavta, which is part of the Shema, let us think about what the word Shema means. It means listen. We listen to each other, and we listen to all the people around us and the needs that people have. And it's important for us to do that. It's important for us to listen to each other, especially in times of stress, to really listen to each other. Another translation of the word is hear. And I challenge you to think about the difference between hearing and listening. And maybe that's something you can discuss with your family. What does it mean to hear someone, and what does it mean to listen to someone? So let's take a moment. Let's take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out and let it out. Deep breath in and out. As we think about how we can listen to each other, hear each other, and support each other in this time. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed, V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha v'veitecha u'leftecha b'derech Ushafbecha uvekumecha, ukshartam lechot aliadecha, v'hayuletotafot b'neinecha, uktavtam amizuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Beginning part of the Amidah, Adonai sifatai titach, ufi yagi tehilatecha, O God, open up my lips, that my mouth shall declare your glory. Our God, whenever I open my lips and words come out, I hope you're giving me 2 thumbs up for what I'm saying. Hopefully I'm kind in the words that I say and in the way that I say it. La 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 la, Adonai. Ya la 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 la, so tight to talk. Ya la 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 la, Yahi, Tafilateha. Ya la 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 la, Adonai. Ya la 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 la, so tight to talk. Ya la 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 la, Yahi, Tafilateha. Ya la 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 la, Adonai. Ya la 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 la, so tight to talk. Ya la 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 la, Yahi, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot, U'mevii Goel Lifnei B'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer Ufoked U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ufoked Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Metim Atah Rab Lechoshia, Morid Hatam, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Metim Berachamim Rabim, Somek Noflim Verofech Cholim, Umatir Hasurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umito Melach, Melech Mimi to Mechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emat Atah L'chayot Metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye HaMetim. Always in our service have a prayer for peace. Oseh Shalom. Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu al kol Yisrael. Amen. Amen. So this week's Torah portion, we have started a new book. Last week, we finished Vayikra, Leviticus, and we said at the end of it, Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek, to go strength and go forward in strength. And now we're in the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers. And so this week's Torah portion begins with the fourth book of the Torah, Numbers, or Bamidbar, combining both history and law. Bamidbar literally means in the wilderness, as the events described did take place in the wilderness. The English name refers to the counting and organizing of all the people by dividing them into groups according to the names of the leaders, hence the 12 tribes. According to Anita Diamond in What to Name Your Jewish Baby, like Adam's appointed task of giving names to all living things in the Garden of Eden, naming is an exercise of power and creativity. One of the first jobs we have as parents is to choose a name for our child, a very powerful act on our part. And from that moment, we begin calling our child by that name. It is as if she or he were born to wear that name. For months before we bring our infant home, we read baby naming books and think about after whom we want to name our baby. What name will we choose if it's a boy? But what if it's a girl? Should we name our son after our grandfather or our daughter's namesake after a beloved grandmother? This creative act of naming your child has the enormous power to inform the person whom your child will become. There are two customs in naming children. There's the Ashkenazic custom, and Jews honor departed relatives by naming their children after them. Sephardic custom, however, name their baby after much loved living relatives. Regardless of which custom you follow, it's also common for American Jews to choose both an English and Hebrew names, first and middle, for their children. Often, both the English and the Hebrew names start with the same letter. So, for example, Samantha's Hebrew name might be Sarah. Sometimes the English name is given a Hebrew equivalent, such that as Robert might be the English name for the Hebrew name Rachamim. Whomever you decide to name your baby after, the hope is that the essence of that person's neshama, their soul, and their positive qualities will be transmitted to your child. The more you know about this person, the more informed you'll be when it comes to telling your child about that person whom they're named after. And your child will ask, for children are fascinated with their names. They love to hear stories about their namesakes. Parents can keep the magic of these memories alive by weaving these stories throughout your children's lives. Letting them know who and why they are named after a particular person will help shape how they see themselves and how and will give them a spiritual heritage to uphold. You might even like to make these memories part of your weekly Shabbat celebration. Share one memory, one snapshot, or one family story about your child's namesake each week. This can build yet another collection of fond memories and help your child feel that he or she is emotionally connected to the family of his or her past. So a couple of questions that I would love for you to discuss with your family. So here they are. After whom were you named? Maybe you know. If you don't know, ask. What is your middle name? What's your Hebrew name? Do you know what your Hebrew name means? Do you have a Hebrew middle name? Can you remember any stories that were told to you about the person whom after you were named? What is your favorite name and why? Have you ever named a pet or a stuffed animal? I know I do. What name did you choose and why? Bamidbar, in the wilderness, they counted the people. And when they counted the people, they thought that the best way to count them wasn't just by numbering off 1, 2, 3. We don't like to do that as Jewish people. We like to name people and really hear what their names are. It is so important that each and every person was counted, but each and every person wasn't just a number. They were a name. Naming is something that's so special and something that we all love to hear about and want to know what our names are about. So Bamidbar, in the wilderness, it starts off as counting the people, and every single person counts. Every single person is an individual and part of the collective, So I hope maybe you discuss with your family about the different names, and maybe tell the parents of your children who you might be named after. And I hope that you celebrate Shabbat in a wonderful way this way. So Shabbat Shalom. We're going to end, though, with the blessing of peace, with the Mishaberach. We always do a blessing of peace, a blessing of healing, a blessing of healing. Blessing of peace is Oseh Shalom. But Mishaberach is a blessing of healing of the body, if someone's not well, or healing of the spirit and the soul. So please join me in singing Mishaberach. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. We share Be'era, bless those in need of healing with Ruach, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this service. I'm glad that you joined me. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please feel free to email me at daaron, DAARON, @ansheemet.org. Have a wonderful week. Shabbat Shalom, and be healthy and happy. Take care.